Welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for watching the show with us today, and I hope you're still tuned in and we haven't frightened the life out of you yet. But we want to do that even more now, which is why we have Dr. Javeria Qureshi in the studio with us today. Hi, Javeria.
Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Very well, thank you. You are a dentist with the Altamash Institute of Dental Medicine. My God, I got it right. Yes. How horrific is the mouth of a smoker to begin with?
We sort of have a policy, please brush your teeth before you come to see us. But when you get a lot of OPD patients who walk in and they're just fresh off a cigarette, it's pretty bad. Like you open them up and their mouth is obviously stinking. They have lots of stains, there's tar stains. And obviously if you're smoking all the time, no matter how much you brush, no matter how much sugar-free chewing gum you take, it's still going to be pretty bad. You have to keep coming in for scalings. What about Nuswar? Because that's particularly revolting, and you were saying before we started the show that, that's quite horrific. Yeah, Nuswar is just, it's not a form of taking in tobacco, but the thing is you have to open your mouth and place it inside against your cheek. So in that case, a lot of times you get staining on your cheek, like your gum, your mucosa gets stained. Gum rot as well, or is it just staining? Yeah, it sort of decays the tissue from there. Not decays, but it's called atrophy. Whenever you have something placed in your mouth and it's rubbing against it, it's going to start. And then what happens is that after a while, it starts sticking on the color of whatever you're placing there. Something like, you could say that you're tattooing your gum from inside. Good God. And that's not a nice tattoo. That's really not nice. You really want to avoid that kind of tattoo. Yeah. But you said that however much you may brush, nicotine stains and all of these pan, gutka stains, they don't go. Now, pan is particularly horrendous, isn't it? Because your mouth is maroon. Pan chalia, we get a lot of pan chalia eaters who come in with filthy brown, black teeth and they say, "Hamare dant saaf kar dein." Normally before they get married or engaged, they walk in and say, "Oh, we want pretty teeth." But the problem with that is when you're chewing betel nut or pan chalia, whatever, you're also... There's a thing called attrition where your teeth get worn out, they get worn down. So the level of your teeth is coming down and you also get micro cracks which eventually propagate and become larger cracks. And the cracks that you have get stained as well. So we can't really do anything about that. And pan chalia is a major problem because then your gum level starts receding and you have major staining and perio conditions, and that's a completely different ball game. What is the worst case you've ever come across? Worst case I've ever come across? That would have to be when I was doing my rotation in perio when I was still a student. And this patient walked in and they opened their mouth and it smelled like it was rotting. It was like a pan chalia. You have these poor patients. Yeah, this was an OPD case. You have people from the lower economic strata who are coming in. So basically it smelled really bad. Like the roots were exposed of the teeth, and I was like, you need to stop doing this. He's like, "Haan, maine kal chhod diya. Aaj se mujhe saaf dant chahiye." But you can't do much because these are addictions which you can reverse. You can get someone off the addiction, but you can't reverse the changes that they cause. So that's something that needs to be driven home, that, you need to stop, but it's that bad that, the damage you do to your mouth is... Because you don't realize that over a certain period of time, you look in the mirror, you get used to the way your teeth are looking. Right, actually, yeah. You get used to it. You're like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. In Pakistan, I know for a fact that, dental hygiene isn't... really an issue. People aren't even concerned with it. They'll only still come to a dentist as well if their tooth really starts hurting or, thanda garam issue starts happening with them. It's hardly ever cosmetic unless if they're getting married, maybe. Exactly. Which is once in your life, hopefully. But the point is, how do you find these cases? Because, it's not a norm here. Like, people don't come in and, normally for every 6 months for cleaning their teeth. No, they don't. But, alhamdulillah, there's some awareness being spread in the masses. Like, the people I'm referring to right now are the lower socioeconomic bracket. The people who would obviously indulge in pan, chalia, cigarette, gutka as like an instant gratification. That's why this is so rampant. That's why they do it. Because it's an outlet for them. And the thing is, there's no awareness. There's really no advisory on your on your packet that don't have this, it's going to cause these problems, aesthetic problems, as well as leading to further disorders of your mouth. And so that's how it goes. Good God.
Okay, now we've talked about prevention. I will have to let you go, but I need to ask you one very important question. Considering prevention is one of the primary factors, what sort of dental regimen should one have?
I'm just going to tell you, as we say, you should come into your dentist like every 6 months to a year for a checkup. If you're really enthusiastic, come in every 3 months. There's no harm in it. And you should get your cleaning done if you feel you need it, if your dentist advises it. And brush your teeth at least twice a day.
Okay. Morning and night.
Morning and night. Choose a mouthwash if you need to.
Floss.
Floss regularly, yes.
Well, with that, thank you, Javeria.
Okay,
that was fun, wasn't it?
That was really good, actually.
And you were very good as well. With that, we love hearing from you. So please email us at thefirstblast@dawnnews.tv, or, as always, you can SMS us. Thank you so much for watching the show with us today. It is time for me to say Khuda Hafiz, so take care of yourselves and your families. I'm Sonia Rahman Qureshi. Khuda Hafiz.